This is the Camino de Santiago, a Christian pilgrimage that also welcomes people from all walks of life, with over 400,000 pilgrims a year. There are many routes, but the one I chose is considered the hardest, the Primitivo. It's the original medieval route that King Alfonso once walked, stretching over 200 miles across Spain, or 300 kilometers, to the Cathedral of St. James. I spent 11 days walking this path. Here's the journey with distances and elevation along the way.
Machine gun, you know what I'm saying? For what it does, it's worth the moon.
was not written on the book.
That's the first time I see it.
Thank you for taking the time to watch my journey. If you're thinking of walking the Primitivo, know that it's not for everyone. It's challenging, and you'll need to be prepared. Keep your backpack light, about 10% of your body weight. I was on the heavier side, 22 pounds, and had to let go of things along the way. Good shoes are essential. I saw so many pilgrims struggling with bad blisters. The route begins in Oviedo, a city worth enjoying before you head out. And don't worry about getting lost. The yellow arrows and scalloped shells on the ground will guide you the whole way. The path I would be cautious about is the Hospitalis. The views are stunning, but if the weather turns foggy, it's easy to lose the trail. Bring plenty of water as well, because there's a long stretch with nothing. Thankfully, most of the time, you'll find fountains along the way to refill. But more than the gear and advice, what made this Camino unforgettable was the spiritual journey. As a Catholic, I walked in silence most days, praying the rosary, reflecting and seeking God. At my weakest moment, maybe because of bad water the day before, I was on the mountain, unsure if I can even continue. I lifted my eyes and saw Mother Mary revealed as Our Lady of Sorrows. She gave me the strength to go on and reminded me that suffering isn't wasted. It can be offered up for those suffering every day. At the very end, after receiving my Compostela at the pilgrim office, I stepped outside and came face to face with the homeless Jesus statue, a piece I've admired for years, created by an artist from my hometown of Toronto. I looked at it as Christ himself greeting me, reminding me I was never alone, that he walked with me every step. And then when I thought the journey was finished, God gave me one last sign back home in Toronto. I had just landed, stopped for a bite, and when the server brought out my burger, there was a cross burnt right into the bun. I even asked her, "Do you always put crosses on the burger?" She laughed and said no, and thought it was odd as well. For me, it was amazing, almost like God officially closing the spiritual chapter of my life. My spirit had already been completely fed through the Camino and in Medjugorje. And here was a final reminder of the Lord's Prayer, "Give us this day our daily bread." It was simple, but it felt like God's way of saying, "You'll be fed, you'll be filled, keep walking with me." Spain's beauty, its people, and these moments of faith made this pilgrimage one of the most meaningful experiences of my life. I hope this inspires you to take your own journey, whether on the Camino or in your daily walk with God. For more behind the scenes moments, reflections, I've saved them on my Instagram highlights, and I'll be posting as I go. And if this video spoke to you, I'd be grateful if you can like and subscribe. It helps me share more journeys like this. Thank you.